If you're using ClickFunnels Classic before you upgrade to ClickFunnels 2.0, you're going to want to watch this. Hi, my name is Carrie. I'm from K&B Digital. I am a funnel builder, launch strategist. I've been a Pinterest strategist. I also do affiliate marketing. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to share a story. Over the last 2 weeks, I had a chance to work with a client of mine. They wanted more flexibility in their current business, and so they wanted to go to a funnel platform. Before they asked me for my opinion, they chose ClickFunnels 2.0, and then they reached out to me and said, hey, can you help us? It proved to be a little bit more than they had bargained for and needed help. So they're like, okay, come on over. Can you help us? And so I said, well, I used ClickFunnels Classic. I haven't used 2.0, but I'm sure I can figure it out. So just to give you a little background, I did have a course on ClickFunnels for many years. And it was a course, and so it had like the membership area. It was all built in ClickFunnels. There was a lead magnet, upsell to the course, and then that's where the membership area was for the course material. So I said, okay, sure, I can help. I'm sure I can figure it out. I've used many other funnel platforms, and usually they all kind of work the same. It's just finding out where things are. So they said, okay, sure, join us. And that is when I jumped into ClickFunnels 2.0. And it was a bit different. If you are familiar with other funnel software, it was very similar to like high-level software. And so a bit of changes compared to the old classic ClickFunnels. It is $97. The new version is $147 a month. I got started and immediately struggling. Things I would try to, move and save. Every time I would save it, like I'd have a headline, and then I have a subheadline, and then a paragraph of text, and then I would save it, or I would click on something and it would erase. And so I'm like, okay, this is crazy. I'm like, am I going crazy? So then I would do it again. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to make sure I hit save, and then I'm going to click and go back. Well, it was. I mean, you could actually see it as it was happening. I would click into a element and start to try and it would disappear. So super frustrating, but it was a 5-page funnel. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's just this. I'm gonna go work on something else. And so I kind of did that as a workaround, as I found out, because it continued to happen. And so it took me much longer than need me, probably twice as long as it would normally need to be to build just the sales page. So the next day I talked to the operations manager, and so I was doing the sales page. She was working on some other pieces of the course, and so we compared notes. One of the reasons why they did come to me is because they were overwhelmed and didn't know a lot of the back end, and so we were comparing notes. I'm like, I am frustrated as heck because you're trying to click in things. It's glitchy as heck. If you know anything about software, you build the funnel, there's a domain. She had connected the domain. I wanted to just switch it so that instead of URL/sales page, it would just go to url.com, and it was not working. I mean, so then, so part of the frustration that she had, and then I also had, is that, when you get stuck on a software, they usually have excellent directions. And so if you get stuck, you can, go watch a video. They'll have a link to whatever. And so ClickFunnels, I'm not a total ClickFunnels expert, but I would run into issues. And so then they had a chat bot. They'd say, okay, go watch this video. Another disappointment is that, when they went from ClickFunnels to ClickFunnels 2.0, brand new, built from scratch software, you would think that they had brand new videos. Well, it wasn't the case. It was confusing. It was confusing not only for me. I am an experienced funnel builder. I've been online building multiple funnels over the last 4 or 5 years. Imagine somebody new. My client is brand new to building funnels. She needed help with funnel flow, went to go look at the videos, where it was not getting help because it didn't look like what she was looking at. And so besides being glitchy, the help was not there. So then you have there is an option for chat. also to send in a ticket. If you run into a problem, you send in a ticket. So I had a problem with this domain problem. We sent in a ticket for that because it was not working, and then she had sent in a ticket. It literally took 2 days to get an answer from them, and so that was disappointing as far as their customer service. The other thing, so basically we regrouped. The owner of the company, she's like, okay, I've heard the operations manager's complaints, and she told me about your review and that you thought it was awful too, and this is our very first funnel. I don't know if I want to continue using the software if it's so glitchy and we're having all these problems. And I'm like, okay. So next day we meet, I show them, I tell them my problems, and so she's like, well, do you have recommendations? I'm like, oh boy, do I have recommendations. So I had shown her FG Funnels. FG Funnels is, FG stands for Funnel Gorgeous. It's by the ladies Julie Stoyan and Kathy Olson, and they're the owners of Funnel Gorgeous. They white label a software called High Level. And so what that means is, High Level, you can pay High Level a certain amount of money and then you can put your name on it. And so when Julie and Kathy do something, they don't do it small. They just go all out. And so I gave my clients the tour behind the scenes, and they instantly loved it. And so what they liked about FG Funnels, one was all of the help. And this is the main reason why I suggested that they go with FG Funnels, because I've worked with various clients building their funnels in FG Funnels, and their support is excellent. They have 3 ways to work to get support. One, they do have 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, live tech calls. So you can actually jump on a Zoom with a real person and they can help you. And so that is just amazing in itself, that you actually can get help from a live person on the spot. The second way is they do have videos. They are all up to date when they are, even if something has changed, because High Level, the software has changed, some things have improved, they've moved things around. There will be notes that, okay, watch this video, but this thing that we're pointing to now moved. So they've, if they haven't recorded or re-recorded the video, they're telling you this is what changed. So videos in the way of, let me explain a little bit more. They have, it's called FG University. It helps you, it has different learning paths. If you are a coach, if you are a course creator, if you're a service provider, there are different types of funnels you're going to want to build, different paths you're going to want to take. And so they help you make it as easy as possible to get started. Like I said, the videos are up to date. You can pick a learning path is what they call it. They do have a startup section, so everyone has to go through startup regardless if you're, experienced in moving things over or starting from scratch. Everyone has to go through the same startup. And then, you can also pick and choose. If you're experienced funnel builder and you're building from scratch, fantastic. The other way to get support from them is to just, send in a ticket. And normally what I do is I create a little Loom video. It's a minute long, say, this is what I'm trying to do. Don't know how to do it. Can you help? And so I always get a little video back and they show you how to do it. Sometimes they even do it for you. It depends. So if it's something dramatic where you're changing a domain, they're just going to show you, or they're going to say, hey, go watch this video. And so that has been super helpful. The other thing that my client liked is the checklist. They actually, they are launching a course. Here's how you do it from the beginning. Here's a checklist. Check all these things off. Check the SEO, check the domain, check automations. Everything you need to get that funnel launched and out the door is in a checklist. That was they were already kind of sold on all the support, because I know they are beginners. That's what they needed help with. They loved the checklist. Just tell me what to do and check it off the list. The other thing is super helpful is the template. And so originally Julie and Kathy, in the beginning when they first started FG Funnel Gorgeous, they would do funnel drops. It was originally built on, they were using ClickFunnels. Julie worked for ClickFunnels for many years, so they created funnel drops. And so this was where Kathy would do her amazing design. She would design them. And so that's actually when I was on ClickFunnels, you would buy and import the ClickFunnels template. They also were on other platforms, Elementor and a couple other software platforms. But they realized that they were building on other people's platforms. And so that's kind of what they did they're like, okay, we're going to go all in. We're going to create our own software. That was the birth of FG Funnels. If you had to build software like ClickFunnels did from scratch, it would cost you millions and millions. High Level is a very stable platform. It's been around for many years. They are one of the largest investors, supporters, buyers into High Level, and so they drive what features they wanted. I think they're going on about 2 years at the time of recording this. I followed along in the beginning, saw, every software does have glitches, but not nearly as many. They put in that awesome support. That is all Funnel Gorgeous. There are other companies, people that try to white label their software, but they do not have as much robust support. They do not have the unique funnel templates, so they stopped doing the funnel drops, much to my sadness because I was still on ClickFunnels at the time. And so then that is one of their exclusive to FG Funnels, is all of those funnel templates are available for free, and there are like a gazillion of them. I'll put the link below so you can preview the funnels. And so basically it's a funnel. You figure out what type of funnel you need, and then each funnel comes with 5 different color palettes, or you can use your own brand colors to update it. The other thing that they did to help migrate, because with ClickFunnels, they knew, and we all knew, we were all waiting. I was on ClickFunnels, I'm like, okay, let's wait and see what's the next thing. Honestly, a big disappointment, especially if you're building from scratch, and as robust as they had been, they were leaders in the ClickFunnels. It was like a movement. They were ahead of the time. And so honestly, it's been a disappointment to see that, they saw that they were getting out, the technology had changed and they were being outsold by these other all-in-one platforms. And so if they did their research, it's well, why can't we just upgrade from ClickFunnels Classic to 2.0? The other thing that I have to say was disappointing is that back in the day when I used Classic ClickFunnels, there was no way to use PayPal. And that had always been a sticking point. In order to use PayPal, you had to have CF tools and you had to have a separate funnel. So knowing that this has been a problem, you would think when they built 2.0, they're like, okay, we have both. We accept now Stripe and PayPal. Still not the case. So that was a disappointment when I went into 2.0 and I was helping my client hook up Stripe, and then it was well, they don't have PayPal. Okay, you still got to duplicate the funnel. One for PayPal, one for Stripe. Totally disappointed. FG Funnels in comparison, it actually I think has 4 different types of payment processors. 2 I've never even heard of. They might be for the rest of the world. Here in the US, it's Stripe and PayPal are kings, and so you can use the same funnel. You can hook up Stripe and PayPal and use both simultaneously. Apple Pay and Google Pay are coming soon, I guess. And so that was another thing. I'm okay, you built a brand new platform, but yet you still can't get Stripe and PayPal in one funnel. I thought that was kind of ridiculous. The other thing that comes with FG Funnels is they do have their own Facebook group, which I hate to bash ClickFunnels, but they have a very masculine bro vibe. Funnels are not super attractive. Society has promoted, and just sort of by the nature of it, they are women. It's an all women owned company. The funnel templates are more feminine. there are straight line. It's not just focused on women. There are plenty of men in the FG universe that use FG funnels, and so definitely men can use it. Just the Facebook group is an entirely different vibe. I had been in the ClickFunnels group, and I wasn't a beginner, but you did not feel like you could ask a beginner question. Some people were super helpful. Other people would immediately jump on you oh my God, you don't know this. And it was very degrading. And so I saw that more than once, and it really makes you not want to ask a question. We all started out as beginners and we all need that support, but it wasn't that feeling in that group. So I didn't last very long in that group. FG Society Facebook group, on the other hand, super helpful people, especially in the beginning where they had some growing pains and they had some workarounds and different thing. If you're working on a funnel, say at 11 o'clock at night, there's no support until the next day, and so you just type in there or search in the group, and someone is always there ready to help. And so it's an extremely helpful group. I wouldn't feel afraid to ask anything, a dumb question for fear of getting jumped on. Plenty of people like Julie and Kathy, they're in there. The whole team at FG Funnels is there offering support as well. But again, don't expect to get an answer at, let's say, 11 o'clock at night. So the other thing that really helped my clients is the prompts. And so I worked with them to pick out, they had a very particular aesthetic and knowing what they needed help with. There are in FG Funnels different types of funnels already built in funnel templates. So there's a lead magnet funnel, webinar funnels, sales funnels. There's 5-page where it's a lead magnet to a sales page, an OTO page, an order confirmation page, and a thank you page. And so they originally had picked one funnel, and I'm like, okay, that's not going to work. So we had to get on a Zoom call and make sure that they got a 5-page funnel. All of the 5 different steps in the funnel were formatted in the same design. I was sort of disappointed in ClickFunnels. They didn't have templates built by the whole funnel. It was well, okay, you need a template, so you can pull in a thank you page from this one and an order confirmation from this funnel. You really had to, once the funnel was built, you had to go through and make sure that they all had the same fonts and font sizes and colors and all of that, because it wasn't a full funnel, 5-page funnel all built out. So I was sort of disappointed in that as well, but sorry, I got off on a tangent there. But what I do like is when they built the sales page template, there are prompts in there. And so, a lot of people don't have a ton of money to go hire a copywriter, say, go write my sales page. In a sales funnel, there is a typical way that they flow, and similar information and similar sections that you need, like an FAQ and a guarantee and catchy headlines, things like that. In the sales funnel template, there are prompts. And so I took what my client had, I put it in where it needed to be, and I left those other sections there. And I said, take a look. This is typical sales funnel copy and flow. Please go in there and see if you want to add a subheadline or a section. And so I loved those copy prompts, and they're super helpful for beginners so that okay, this goes here, FAQ goes here, what's in it is here, how to build what they call the funnel stack, which is this includes XYZ, and then you get bonuses 1, 2, 3. So that format and that visual help is there, and so you can fill in the blanks as needed. The other thing that I wanted to mention, besides the excellent support, besides the Facebook group, besides the funnel templates, the other thing that I just wanted to point out in FG Funnels versus ClickFunnels 2.0 is the price. And so there is 3 different levels of pricing in ClickFunnels. There is basic, pro, and Funnel Builder Pro, or whatever it's called. And so it's $147 I think, what is it, 140. So the price is, there is a basic level, which is 147. There is the pro version, which is 197. And then they have what they call the funnel hacker, which is 290. What you get compared to FG Funnels is staggeringly different. Right now, it is like a baby company as far as they've been online for 2 years. Strides ahead of a lot of other funnel all-in-one builders that I've worked with. They're doing an unlimited special right now up until the first 2,000 subscribers. It is $119 per month. Once it gets to 2,000, the price may go up, or there's a lot of things that are unlimited, and so maybe the price will stay the same, but there are going to be limits. And so what do I mean by limits? So for example, the domain. So when you sign up, whether it's ClickFunnels, FG Funnels, whatever software you use, that software has a domain. It's the default domain. You always get that. So it's like this, usually it's like this really ugly, it's like, ClickFunnels/yourname.com and whatever. So it doesn't roll off the tongue. You want to use a custom domain. So usually everyone, they'll go buy a domain at Namecheap and use that domain. On ClickFunnels, you get one domain. And I can tell you, even if you're a beginner, you are going to grow, and you're going to want to build, and you are definitely going to use more than one domain. Once you get started, you really can't stop. And so for the 147, you get one domain. For the pro version 197, you get 3 domains. And then for the funnel hacker, I think you get 10 domains. Comparing apples to apples, FG Funnels right now has unlimited domains. So knowing that you're gonna definitely outgrow one domain very quickly, you'll probably be at the 3 domain, which is 197 versus the 100. The other thing that is, there is an unlimited number of funnels, unlimited number of websites you can build, because yes, you can build websites, unlimited products, unlimited contacts. So if you are a existing business and you are moving over, it also has a CRM. Clickfunnels 2.0 does not have a CRM. They say it's coming. Don't know when that's going to be. So you still need a Salesforce or an Infusionsoft, something like that, as a CRM. FG Funnels is unlimited. On the basic version, you are on, I think, 10,000 members. The other thing is with the website, you get unlimited websites. I mean, I don't know why you need multiple actual websites. Usually you would use multiple sales funnels, but with FG Funnels, you get multiple websites, unlimited websites. With ClickFunnels, you only get one website. You get unlimited funnels at FG Funnels versus the basic version, you get 20 funnels. The other thing that you're still going to need that FG Funnels has is calendar capabilities. If you want to integrate your calendar, it's already there. So that means you can get rid of your Acuity or Calendly, whatever price, $10-20 a month you're paying for a calendar software. You can get rid of that and use the integrated one into FG Funnels. And then the other thing, they have blogging, invoicing, pipelines, they have chatbot capability, AI content, FG Funnels and ClickFunnels both have native video hosting. That was something that actually I was pleasantly surprised at, because with ClickFunnels Classic, they did not have native video hosting. So I had my videos hosted on YouTube, which was not ideal. If you know anything about like the video hosting, you normally have to host your videos on Vimeo so that there are no commercials. If you've ever watched a YouTube video, there's always like suggested two things. One is there's ads, and number 2 is there's always like, oh, go watch this video. So if it's for your course, you don't want them to show something related and all of a sudden they're going to another course. And so usually then you have to upgrade and pay for Vimeo. Well, I did not want to pay the extra fee to host my videos on Vimeo. So that is a capability that ClickFunnels definitely added. The other thing that I was disappointed about with ClickFunnels 2.0 was when you are hosting a course. With FG Funnels, it's like, here's the course, drag and drop your stuff in, fill this in, change the name. and you can customize it however you like. In ClickFunnels 2.0, they had this template that was dynamic, and it was just very confusing. And then they also have sites, and that is where the confusion lies, I think, too, is like, what is a site versus a funnel, and like, how do you change it? And just, being already a funnel builder, like the way that it was built was not intuitive. Like it did have similarities to high level, so there was some like drag and drop and where things were, but there were other things that I thought just were confusing. And so I highly suggest you give FG Funnels a try before, if you're thinking, because eventually ClickFunnels is not going to support classic funnels any longer. They want everyone to move to 2.0. Right now they're walking on like 2 different platforms. So you are going to have to do something. You're going to have to migrate. And so I definitely recommend looking at FG Funnels sooner rather than later. You can get in on the unlimited deals. It's a much better price, $119 a month, or if you are to buy the annual price, it's $1,097. So actually that price goes down to $91 a month, which is totally crazy for an all-in funnel builder. I mean, it's funnels, calendars, websites, like all the things, versus like the minimum $147 basic. I'm going to put some links below. You can watch, there is a demo that you can sign up for that'll take you through a walkthrough and walk behind the scenes. They also made it easy for you to migrate. They have another series called Move to Gorgeous. I hope you can see the gorgeous theme here. Gorgeous funnels, everything's gorgeous, funnel gorgeous. And I'm going to put a link down there too, so you can see how they have just made it so easy for you to migrate if you are moving over. And so there is, check out the links below if you have any questions. I just wanted to share my experience because like I had been a ClickFunnels user. I know like the whole, the 2.0 was this big buildup. Like when are people gonna get access to it? It was supposed to come out in March and it didn't come out until like 6 months later. And I thought it would be much more stable than it was, considering they've had years to build it and they're building it from scratch. And so just sharing my experience, I don't mean to like bash, but I'm just sharing so that and hopefully I can help you like save you from the heartache and stick with a platform that is going to if you're starting, it's going to definitely grow. There are so many capabilities. They don't want you to get overwhelmed. It takes a lot to move platforms, or if you've used pasted together a bunch of different things. Like I do have my website on WordPress and I'm using Calendly over here. And so it is going to take you a little bit of time. There's no rush, take it as you can. Or if you need help with building the funnel and migrating, you could definitely contact me. I'll put my link down below. I can help you if you want to move a little bit faster, but please leave your questions in the comments below. Follow, hit the bell so that you can get a notification the next time I have a video that goes live. All the best on your migration. Thanks a lot.